You were joking, but it's real.
Again, we talk, haha, it's a joke, it's a meme, but let's look at the advantages Wind Ranger has here. Pretty good matchup against Storm. You have a very nice range against the Storm Remnants. Power Shot to annoy him early on. Storm is super slow in the early game before you get the ball lightning. Shackle Shot's fantastic at stopping him later on as well. You just need to combine that with any other stun in your team. And against Wraithing, you can go for Diffusal Blade, not the typical build on Wind Ranger, but it absolutely destroys him if he decides to go for that. It is not really stopped by Ancient Apparition or Tiny, can even evade the Ice Path to some degree. Surge doesn't bother it. I think Wind Ranger is actually a fantastic pick here. I mean, it's not a pick, I don't like it in the meta, but again...
Yeah? If you have to rationalize something, you will rationalize that thing?
Okay, that's another way of putting it. I'm not rationalizing, though. I like the Wind Ranger, I'm a fan.
Yeah, no.
He converted me, what can I say? He's converted me. I think Wind Ranger's the best here. Okay, right below.
Game 3. On the cards, 1-1.
Prepare for battle.
Between Team Liquid and Evil Geniuses. GH, Brown Boots first, Skewer level 1, Magnus heading up top as Liquid tip each other all up. Miracle on the Ember Spirit we've seen. Hard back into mid. Now, Team Liquid, something to note here is, unlike some other teams, they don't put the double Observer wards early on. What they wait to do, they place one Obs ward, very rarely mid, usually it is some kind of transitional point, watching a rune, watching the maneuvers of the position or from lane to lane. And when it gets to around 6, 7, 8 minutes, definitely before the bounty runes spawn at 10, they go and place that second ward out somewhere. They go and triple ward. A couple of wards deep in the enemy jungle, one ward tight to guard their own jungle. So they have that additional bit of vision that any phase collapses around 10. So, EG contesting top rune. Arteezy with the Wraith King. Fly Ancient Apparition. A crit rolling around on this Tiny. Rolling Stone gathers no moss. Crit, not a moss ban. 3 versus 3. Crit now in a 3 versus 1. This could have been problematic, but GH unable to get the gap closed enough for a skewer. Like the 2-for-2 exchange yet again. A river.
Yeah, Tiny went for early boost there. It kind of made a difference because he couldn't try Fortune's End for long enough. They definitely needed to do that if they wanted to skewer him back into the high ground. So Crit gets away for now. It'll be a trial versus trialing though. I haven't seen this in a while. Ember trialing with a Miracle Oracle against Wraithing Tiny Ancient Apparition. That Wraithing plus Ancient Apparition lane is super spooky. Very, very strong. Not only because they're just skeletons or wraiths or whatever, but have that stun combination. You can't toss them though, let's not forget. Vertical movement is the thing, and if you toss, it just barely breaks cold feet. You can still avalanche, but it's effective. And toss back. Oh no, they tossed the creep instead. You have to be careful with that slide evading your toss. It's quite obvious when you're going to toss someone, obviously. Yep.
I'm just going to watch GH all game because they've picked him.
Whoa.
Evil Genius is a little bit of sweat bomb syndrome going on there, I think. Missing a few.
Arteezy mentioned about that.
There's a Wraithfire Blast, putting onto creeps and that good stuff. First blood for Liquid. Interesting.
It's strategy, right? You make the enemy team feel confident, and then now, because they're worth more gold, right? If you feed first blood, so it's next level.
It's strategy.
Snatched from your grasp.
Strategy by that logic.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why it's so complex. Anything can be playable.
So bot lane, S will creep skipping, Doom, Step Shield, not by a Ring of Protection from Sharp, just going to be hold lane by his tower. Nothing this bottom is ever going to happen. We're going to ignore that for the 7 minute. We are at 7-0 against 10 and 4 Samael, so 6-wise the Storm coming out on top. Ranger lagging a little bit behind, but we'll flip our screen back up to top because try versus try. It's all at. Still waiting for GH to skewer and wolf someone. Is that why they picked Tiny? Top people down when they've been good onto cliff tops. Crit is there just to save our tactic.
It's genius.
See that?
It's also because it's a fantastic pick. Yeah, I mean, other kind of close. You're always thinking about that. That's the only thing that draft for EG has to be concerned with. You know, everybody says in the past, concern yourself with catching up. If we can quickly to the mid lane matchup for a second, the early game for Storm is quite strong because of the extra attack damage, and even now you can see a huge difference in attack damage between Wind Ranger and him. But she can close the gap slightly. Blasted his large, so they're gonna equalize this. Now Male's doing a really well to take advantage of the extra attack damage. And the top lane is starting to get pushed now a bit though. Good pull there. That's
top lane is still holding pull across contested by EG. They're saved by attack. So equilibrium wise, we got another reset. Fly is been stack camp. Looks for a bit of GH with being holding that toss, throws him back to Fly. They're accomplishing the fortune's end at the Syrian chains. It looks like they've grabbed yet another kill. This grit time not getting a job and suffering significantly the first 4 minutes now.
Okay. So that seems like EG at least is maintaining the top lane slightly in their favor. The 6 lasted to actually quite a lot in their favor. The 14 in the end. It's just the fact that you're playing in the trialing, you just don't have the same lasting potential. They're keeping the lane control definitely around their tower. Much more dangerous to go against it. And Rhythm is a bit more powerful in the early game. Those captains are very scary for an Ember early. The bait that now Liquid just not putting this carry versus carry matchup. But at least that mid lane, the mid lane's also going for EG now. Yeah. It's not an easy look for them.
Tower is under attack.
And S4 has been dumpstering neutral creeps, dragging waves back at them fun gloriously with the Iron Shell. Mind Control has tried to do the same thing with a couple of points against Earth.
Well, top lane.
Just a truck with is popped around, skewed back light. Sorry, he's not in trouble though.
Yeah.
Being burnt down by Kuroki's 2 points in the Purifying Flames now. Massive magic dimension from them as the 5-minute between 4. Edge grabs one up. We go. Toss, calls, connecting. Like we're saying, that vertical movement. GH out. Danger and pretty grab, toss forward. Secures it. Finally, get them to the table.
Are they gonna get the kill in the mid lane? Power ooh, snipe, but not quite enough damage. Magic won't give him enough for the Purifying Flame. Getting closer and closer to the shrine. Managed to make it in time. It's close. His spell is hater. Fortune Z. Rooted him up. Top lane. Look like the ward as well. To get a kill against Miracle. And then far past of the cold thing will trigger. It does slide a face before. Oh, never mind. He gets frozen anyway. And that's gonna be a Miracle anyway.
Alright, Tiny. Calm down. It's a little bit morbid. We're only 6 minutes into this game. Keep that chipper attitude going. 41 on the CS. The rating, the Dark CS. Ahead of Cat Team Miracle 19. Struggling to get creeps in the early lanes here. Had that swap lanes. Heads to the bottom. They look well. S4 gets doomed up. Start grabbed up.
Under attack.
Little do hit him. The Ducks here fall to Miracle bonus. Gold line pockets, and there you have it. Mind Control immediately snap DP up the top. And should be able to use that lane a little bit better than Miracle can at the bottom.
Good rotation in the Liquid though. You got to kill Miracle while you rotate bottom. What top?
Illusion.
Sure, a Miracle is farming down bottom place. It's a kill, create some space, and at the same time, you stop the rating from farming for a bit. Very well played there with the map control.
Just in addition to that, they put the Magnus mid, so he's able to leech some experience, get some going his way, finally hits level 4, so the point in Empower is now available to Liquid to kick things off. It was so immediate, so fast. Miracle TP's top to get a kill, 3 heroes for Liquid there against 1. They TP and move. We are top, the Magnus mid. The entire shift happens like clockwork.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Wow, arteezy. Crit. Looking for an additional target. Hiroto, the cold feet for 5, and body blocked by crit not long enough. The heals that Hiro to walk on by waltzes back to safety as mind control holds the line as 3 EG heroes unable to gather themselves a kill, and now the toss back, cold feet yet again broken, crit battled at by mind control. They lack the damage, they do not have the same down the raw nuke damage to bring that doom down.
They used the cold feet there on Kuroki to make sure that Kuroki could not join the engagement, and the damage killed him. So the toss to try to kill the Doom, and the cold feet on the Kuroki to make sure that he can't get close. But unfortunately, he should have gone with the Oracle in the first place rather than try to kill the Doom. As I mentioned, too much healing. He finally has a Devour level 3 as well, so he has nicer creeps now, which actually a bit of an impact. Bottom thing, well, he's just roaming around, but there's no trees, there's no activation, never mind.
EG, and utilizing the jungle, RT, Fly, even Snail have kind of fallen back into that jungle. Accelerate themselves without showing on the lane because they are afraid. What Liquid into the table now? Eyeing up in mid though, low on mana this Wind Ranger is unspelled her name, that's pretty much and S4 lurking in the vicinity. Able to close the gap onto the Wind Ranger though. Difficult one to grab. But they are most certainly gravitating around this mid tier. EG do not want to give it up. The bullet pounce and strike tier 1 defense.
Dire's top
The shrines are down though, that's a bit of a problem. Liquid not only clawing their way back into this game, but advancing. Miracle second in net worth behind Mind Control. MC has 4.3k net worth ahead of the Wraith King, ahead of the Storm, and it's not even looking that bad for your Wind Ranger. With the Storm Spirit in net worth lead for Team Liquid may not like off, but the fact that you have the empower from Magnus as laning phase breaks down, as these heroes begin to scale, that empower means more and more, especially to a hero like Miracle.
Dire's
recover from what I expected to be a bad laning stage. Control recovering from that at the same time. Kuroki being attacked. There's the ball line to ensure that Kuroki does go down. A teammate getting the kill on Fly as well. That gold beam simply not triggered. Control. That's not still chasing after this, but a bit difficult to actually finish him off. Support just creates his space, but in the meantime, though, the end is free farming down bottom quite happily so as well. So in the end, like a bit of an advantage from here. You don't force the rotation from we either, where Samael is balling up top to guarantee Oracle kill.
Get some good gear out of the DD rune as well. Korea. What's it up to? Buying booties. AA? Darkseer. Must be Darkseer. S4. It's Brian Boot from the side shop.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Take that!
Wow. Power shot almost killed. Hey, that's ridiculous. Here's your first target. Is a rumble of fortunes and pure power shot, and I could be dead. But he does reach at level 6 now in lane. That's Ice Blast. Issue. You have to be careful. The electric vortex ready is they want to go onto him, but they missed the avalanche. Tight airlines today.
Difficulties latching on these targets.
Dire's
Crit
top tower
has
is under attack.
Link. The problem as well. And Midas is done for the Wraith King, so escaping it. Right. Defending that mid tier 1 as need be. Trouble being that Kuro stood behind Weed into the reason of free kill. Miracle free farm bottom lane. And you have Mind Control free farming top and go for kill attempts. Crit incredibly low. Just trying to defend his objectives at this point. I feel that he's on the back foot, just scraping the barrel, looking for a way back. While Liquid are super comfortable. They don't feel like they need to make a move. looking at it, they feel they've got air counters, they've got the same need, they've got the
Dire's
team
middle
fight they
tower
need,
is under
and it
attack.
will be a smoke from EG just to try and break the expose it. It's a battle, but Kuroki is there to save a weed. But lining out, well, the safe for how long? He cleared it up. Like, keeping it tripped up, perfect back range with Reanimation. Liquid on the charge forward. But GH
Radiant's
doesn't want to use it just yet. Even his two heroes look for Grave fly under his tier 2. Yeah, makes it look easy. Time even to top them to mind control while that's all brewing.
Wow, so your timing is perfect. You now have as your the Empower as well, so that Miracle can contain the fall quickly. And Wind Ranger's play that tempo controlling hero that we know and love with early juggling pick up now. Yep. So much the focus right now, able to solo kill pretty much anyone on each team. This is looking scarier for EG. They don't have the best counter initiation tactics on this except for that reincarnation, which is already wasted as well. It's level 1 reincarnation. Never don't want to waste. Down to Radiance on arteezy. EG doesn't really have the fighting ability. At least not a 5-on-5 engagement. Perhaps only for pickups. And also, on another note, you have a tiny pickup that had to do much in the other game. I able to really much impact. I was starving for gold, looking for that blink tag that's going to come quite late in this hero, while GH is at least halfway going for that blink dagger.
We trying to set up a kill top. Touch crit with the first power shot though.
Radiant are scanning.
And EG have brought reinforcements. Heroes up there. It's showing on map down. Arteezy back in the pocket.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
2 for 1.
Learn from your mistake.
Dire's top
Blinds
tower is
back
under
end
attack.
and Liquid 12-4 now. Full control of this game. Domination, some might say. Bias casters on the mics. Seeing Liquid perform very well.
Dire's
yes,
top
stepping
tower
up to do.
has fallen.
Yeah, Liquid right now is looking really good. I love this game number 2. I'm liking game number 3 as well in terms of their playstyle. A couple, not the best place here in Storm positioning, a bit too aggressively in the bottom lane though. It's not for E, time for attack, it's mind control right now. It's not his Forked Earth healing, but the guy is simply too quick. Sorry, the Devourer here. But the guy is very, very fast and EG cannot bring him down. Well, Liquid quickly look at the rotation happened by Liquid. They're not letting a single hero be alone for more than 5-10 seconds. The TPs immediately come by, is there with the win-run phase boots. EG struggles to get those shots they're looking for in the draft. Now, with a tier 1 being threatened in the bottom lane, EG is preparing themselves for potential team fight. But is this going to be successful? We'll see in a second as we finally reach the tower. The catapult there as well. Focus fire still not being wasted. You don't know who else is fighting in the trees. And AG is hoping for the chance to attack. There's no essentially, they're just going to take this tower down without EG doing
Dire's
anything.
structures are fortified.
A core kill off of that bomb if they can be Arteezy. He's dead. Reincarnation yet again. Level 1. Popped by Miracle. Talking with him. Grit will arrive from the right hand side. Cold feet there. Miracle's out with a swift remnant away. Down bottom. We and Kuroki still targeting
Dire's bottom tower
S4.
is under
Catch him
attack.
lurking in the shadow there. S4 with level 1 back.
Dire's
Close to the
middle
take
tower
onto
is under
the
attack.
but Kuro ever ready, ever present, giving the Wind Ranger and keeping her out of harm's way, and maybe looking for an attempt. Wait, I hear chains, I hear Miracle. He's got in well, can't when you're dead.
Radiant's top tower
Gets
is
blown
under
up.
attack.
Only EG respond. Miracle a little bit too deep.
He had hate. and you think you have haste, and you think you're invincible, because that's what haste is, right? It gives you invincibility, but turns out they can stun you, and fire blast. I think arteezy kind of pumped it, and but he didn't stop mid-cast, which meant that he still had it for when a miracle had to run away. And it's a bit of an unfortunate kill. Quite important for EG this. However, they can't really turn that into an objectives thing. And Liquid doesn't seem too concerned about their dead brother.
Dire's bottom
As
tower
we
is
continue
under
to farm, it's
attack.
closing in on that BKB. The early BKB, I mean, we were talking earlier, when it's going back, when you want to start putting a lot of pressure early, Storm will be absolutely useless against we for the next couple minutes.
What was MC make? Oh, he did by the blink. So I saw phase drums seemingly unkillable on this Doombringer. Now with the blink to actually get in on top of the darks here, find that catch. Onto the Storm Spirit. Does Doom have War Stomp? He does. The play now. It's great.
Dominating.
Left one, wide.
Yeah, able to really stop them. It would like a bit of initiation here. All they have to do is get it and hope the Raking has reincarnation so they can reinitiate the team. But the Raking in a position where they doesn't have reincarnation themselves, it's just Liquid toying around with you. And now we're seeing a sprint that's going for the Radiant's Maelstrom build that, thanks to the Empower, is able to farm Ancients much more efficiently. And it's going to start to get out of control. Miracle, quite happy with how his farm is going right now. GH has Blink Dagger as well. His counterpart Tiny does not have that Blink Dagger yet. We're just going to make an impact in the next couple of team fight. He's just stronger. He doesn't have to get picked up. We at BKB ready as well. It's going to become harder and harder for EG to wait for under attacks. It is the exact same build next time, which is very effective by Storm and against Wraith King. None of them have true strike, and none of them can really go MKB reliably.
Storm going for the Yules, so we'll have it after the camp.
The spell's wind run is quite effective, actually. Very, very good choice. Obviously, saving yourself is great as well.
Yes. They're looking for this bottom one, and normally you think it's a simple take, but MC jumped in and blown that fly. With the help of Kuro, they'll grab this green cup. Blown completely off of that.
Searing heat. Stupendous. Mighty mighty.
They even start to take the rune up there.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ready. The man is not going in. Perhaps the ball lighting finally, as he didn't charge purifying or the present enough for them to on some man. That was a very good key, but unfortunately, no damage to follow through.
Oh
No.
He's been a greedy boy. He's been a greedy boy. Is he going to be okay?
And Blink on Doom.
Oh, my control.
He has Doom as well.
Running forward.
Go.
Stop. As the Storm wins the kill. Power shots there, and there we have it. My control and Doom's up time. Time to tier 3. Quid dot RV. They're going to give up for a second. Mind control one out, but Milton's in. Chains on to S4 Docs here. They've caught him. And another KP, and he's gone. He's not able to put a evil geniuses. They are diving fountain at this point. Chains again. There's no reincarnation. So another stomp, another slam, another kill. Liquid notching them up now. The tier 3 because the tier 2 is still full hands back towards the lane. Liquid.
They hurt you. That's why the crowd groans are starting to happen. But that was massive. He unable to stop his onslaught by Liquid. It's now taking at tier 2. So next time the
Dire's top
tier
tower
3
is
is
under
there.
attack.
They ends up a Doom on that engagement, which means each might have some freedom in this next matchup as Link is finally getting back up, and this time is level 2. It's a more feasible cooldown here. Focus fire committed for this tier 2. Will they threaten further? Let's see how Liquid, how confident are you
Dire's
feeling?
top tower
Not
has fallen.
Very.
Not confident enough to go for the tier 3, but perhaps to go for the rush as your camera was just panning over.
Roche, confident maybe.
Dire
We'll see where they
scan.
head. Scan the pit.
Yeah. They were thinking the same thing we were.
Is under attack.
Absolutely were. Cullen we will show them clear out the wave swiftly. 400 gold until
Radiant's
Radiance is
bottom
done. We're
tower
looking
is
at a
under attack.
23-minute Radiance here on top of Maelstrom Drums, Phase 1 bottle Ember. He is bombed AF. Liquid are going to hold the plateau, hold high ground. They can
Dire's
shove
middle
mid
tower
and
is
top
under attack.
as well as protect the road from this area.
Radiant's bottom
Will be
tower
there.
is under attack.
We just take a quick look
Radiant
across.
structures are
Finally, tier
fortified.
bottom is dying. It's
Dire's
glyphed up
middle
and
tower
staying
is under attack.
for a couple of seconds. But Evil Geniuses, that is their first objective of the game.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
So far behind they've been this entire laning
day.
stage into the mid game. Liquid have dominated.
Brett, to be honest. It's very, very depressing. Liquid. I'm cutting you for it, I'm borrowing them, okay? But as I was saying, this area becomes dangerous for you. As long as you can recover, you only have this safety triangle that you love mentioning around. And that's to be shared between 3 cores, all of which need farm. Everything which now finally finishes Radiance. But if he
Radiant's
does,
bottom tower
if he
is
chooses to
under
at least, gonna have buyback, of course. And now it's gonna be time for the Roshan to fall, and little EG can do with a lack of team fight. They just don't have anything to vacuum into except for an
Radiant's
avalanche. They are
bottom
going
tower is
in,
under attack.
or, of course, with smoke. And that's not gonna do much. I was a bit too late to Liquid. For the most part, Merc once, he's feeling a bit hot, so he's gonna get a bit of the ice blast on him. Pull up.
Always absolutely yonks as well. No way that he
Radiant are scanning.
could have really the Doctor fight properly there. Radiant scan. The tomb down. And mind control to the target needs to hurt the leader of the I'm back with that vacuum hunting in back end.
Still burns.
To draw even if that in this fight. And Miracle stands strong. Kuroki will be collateral damage. A bonus still there. Make it a miracle. Remnant over the top. Slide chains. Remnant to dodge away. Sumail's got a number. A try will buy some time. Would almost up in the air and Sumail closing down. The Hungry Hound, the Storm Spirit will remove 4 of Liquid. The buybacks from EG. Look away. Wind Ranger turns to the Purple Fire Shackle. Shield and Sumail, you greedy boy. Yet again oversteps his bounds. The dieback from Storm. The door is closed. And Liquid still feels strong about it this game. Number 3.
That was another very important performance by Liquid. I will say there, great ice blast we're seeing from EG, and ensuring that team fight almost went in their favor. Sumail also great guessing that the Ember would eventually go to the gun, so Bonnie there doesn't waste any mana, but again, he is being greedy. This is the second time he gets caught out trying to go for a kill or some farm that he shouldn't be going for. Too confident against a team that has equal mobility to this Storm. And Ember that, yes, he does go down. Great Ghost Scepter play there to prevent the Shrine from healing, but underestimating the Ranger power, who's now trying to get the kill onto this Wraith. It seems like it's gonna work out. Goodbye, Arteezy is integrated from this game as ensures yet another death on this enemy carry.
My mouse actually unplugged. I was under the table. Luckily I had auto cam on, but I was just following some random hero.
No!
Right, but
Why?
We're good now.
Dire's bottom
Why the
tower
T-Tours
is
come
under
out
attack.
scared.
Yeah. This is why all bad now. Just that one in particular. I'm sure I'm not observing, but
Trickster's rune of illusion.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Let's see.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Raid King use it, going for shrines instead, playing this a bit safer, on point, they have their full abilities ready. Ag's almost done this Wind Ranger as well, making her even more unkillable.
It's really important here for S4 to get that illusion of miracle. They need the Radiance burn for multiple parts of the fight. Of course, they have the Radiant one, but if they're able to send that Radiance illusion chasing down the Oracle, that Radiant focused on the main fight itself, dealing with Doom, dealing with that Magnus of GH. Well, Liquid prepping for another push this time down bottom, and they're playing still with this kind of 4+1. Weehaw is out on the map elsewhere, lurking in the shadows, looking for a grab, a pick he can make. Not be able to take down anyone though. The rest of EG, they have.
Well, this is the time to talk about the movements and the important high ground, Gareth, as we're seeing that Liquid is taking over this high ground essentially after taking that shrine, ensuring that if EG wanted to go forward, even if they were going for a small cancel there, they couldn't. Then EG goes the opposite way, a longer route, but they might have.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Now they put the Iron Shaw on Storm, and they're hoping to get a quick kill here with the Storm Spirit. Doesn't seem like it's going to be easy though, as EG doesn't find anyone. They don't have enough vision to make a reliable. Kind of had to get this, and their guess was wrong right now. And Liquid is sitting around the middle lane. The scan even detects EG, so they know that there's smoke going on.
BB now as well, so he can walk with fear forward aggressively looking for EG. It's a nice smoke and a nice play there. You expect, so with the top end pushing to where it is now, you expect Weed to be in between bombing in this area, because he's then able to shove the top lane one way or the other. So it's a nice smoke into that area, looking and knowing that Weed's going to be there. But the stand even better from Liquid. Now they hold the high ground. We know what kind of advantage that gives you. I'm going to smoke off the back of top lane. One power shot will push it out. Every hero here for Liquid gathered up, and look how swiftly they're moving. Wind run charges being expended. Oh, no. Miracle with Radiance off. Sumail, always is dangerous. There we go with the chance of the chakra shot. They've caught him. Sumail.
I blew it.
Peace out.
Doesn't go in S4. That will drop. They were unable to keep Sumail alive.
Sumail's not only one of your main cores, but also the only guy that can really defend the high ground. Without him, what is your plan? You're planning going for a smoke. But smoke into what? Raid King Radiant, so spooky. Titan's going from behind.
Dire's middle barracks is fallen.
Now, change operation, melt the Raid King, and now go for the last kill here on the team fight. Goodbye, arteezy, a second time. EG, what are you planning on doing here? 20 seconds. Okay, Liquid's gonna go for the two lanes of Rax right now, playing this greedy, and this could be game out. What she can do really at this point.
Dire's middle barracks are under Dire's bottom tower.
I don't know if there is much they can do. They'll lose 2 full sets of barracks here. Liquid maybe, if they fall back and they don't force the issue. Wait for the next Roshan. EG have a chance, but man, that chance is slim. It has been a rough one.
The TP play? No, not the TP play.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He wanted the regen on an arcane rune there, it's sick, right? Oh my god, there's a good Rangers!
Oh god.
Oh, the green as well, the Green Ranger comes out in style with Kuroki to help out. Sumail, I'm gonna say it again, you are a greedy boy.
What is this greed? The play okay, but then going for the bounty room. There's a reason why it's one of the 7
Radiant structures are
Sumail. That is a bit of tilt bold perhaps coming from EG, acknowledging they have to take risks to maybe win this game, and those risks are just not paying out. We have Ember with Ags as well, as if catching Samael was not easy already. Now they have even more mobility, and EG defend that Samael. Their high ground defense and one of their main core, Liquid, can easily just take this tower. In comes the Ember. So he's confident, wants to melt the Ancient Apparition. Goodbye to Little Ice Cream Cone as Miracle fights against the Wraith King and the Darkseer. Not really concerned with their damage, instead going for the Mega Creeps. EG unable to touch these Liquid teammates. There they go. Bait the Wraith Fire Blast. No, can't get anyway. Doesn't matter. Arteezy will go down once and perhaps twice again as they set around him. Prepare for this initiation. Nice stomp, and Arteezy dead yet again. GG comes out. Liquid absolutely dominates them. Game number 3, taking the series 2 and making it to the.
Beautiful stuff. I think game 1 and EG outdraft, showing how strong they can be. But man, oh man, Liquid coming back. Game 2 and game 3. Game 2 I don't think was an outdraft or anything like that. It was just Liquid playing super crisp and clean around the Iocopter. Game 3, complete game changer. Yes, they picked Wind Ranger again, but they had a different setup around it. This Magnus Ember, this Doom Oracle, much tighter map control. They played as a unit. Rainbow TPs, always as 5. We are very rarely out on his